That looks much better. And that's about what I figured would be good. I mean, like more than good. As long as it's more than 50% saturated, I'm happy. Oh, cat's back. Aw. 7 or 9. So Pacific time. Okay, so grenades now. Could try. I'm wondering if speed or productivity would be good for these. Probably a little bit of both, but yeah, we could drop those in there, like to 2 of them. Oh, you can't use those in grenades. Okay, speed then. He's going fast enough. Okay, the fast inserters are keeping up, it looks like. Maybe. Let's do, we do 2 of them. Just so they can be grabbing coal at the same time. Okay, that might be keeping up. So now we need to get walls over here. We need to get walls made and then put down onto a track that's right here. So, walls require stone bricks, which require stone. What are we looking at for stone? We have stone right here. Well, we're all the way up here. Stone trains right here. We also have a small patch of stone right here. We could just do what we did with coal. Stone. Let's grab this stone way back here and not the one down here because I don't want to interfere with what we've got going on for green science. I have to say, I like Factorio, and I only just recently realized what it is. I mean, I've known lots of things about it that I like, right? Like, I like the automation aspect of it. I like the logic aspect of it, like working out. Even when I don't do math as often as I should in my calculations, like I like the idea that you can balance things that way. But I think that what really hooks me on it is that, in a way, it's like an idle game. Here's another brownout, so we'll go... actually, while I'm on this rant, we'll run over there and adjust the nuclear power station first. But yeah, in a way, it's almost like an idle game. But it's a lot more involved when you are building the things out. But then you just kind of let them run, and you have to wait sometimes, and you have to, you know, I mean, there's no catch, there's no, you know, buy Factorio gems in order to upgrade your factories, and that would be terrible. Be on the lookout for Factorio Mobile. But no, yeah, let's up the Steam limit. Right here, let's do 10,000. That might still be low, but yeah, in a way, it's kind of like an idle game in that way. And that's the hook for me. It's a guilty pleasure, but I like idle games. Idle games that require you to do some thinking in between. DLC science packs, right? Get the new Subway 6-inch sub themed science packs today. Get the new, where's that on my map? Here it is. Get the new car with the Red Bull wings. Go 10% faster. Yes. So anyway, yeah, this way. We were gonna mine for some stone. You don't want Factorio DLC? You know, at this rate, Factorio's been around for so long that if they made a legitimate DLC and just said we'd like to make more money off of Factorio, I would give them some extra money. But also I trust this team not to go EA on us. That's true, there is the merch store. Like, they do have the opportunity to go ahead and give them some more money. We can get the shirt. I was thinking about that. I might order the shirt. I'll wear it on Sundays when I stream Factorio. But yeah, like if the game's been out for a couple years and then they put a lot more work into it, and then they want to like release their own version of what Bob's is or something like that, like I'd pay them some extra. I think of it like a tip. Like, I love the game, so I'll buy the DLC. That's how DLC should be, in my opinion. Vegetation expansion pack. Pollution reduction pack. Actually, that's more of a play to win. I don't know about that. Let's see. Here we go. So we'll do the same thing here. We'll just pull off like 2 columns of stone. And I'm just going to go whole hog here like I did with coal. Sure, we'll put 1 at the bottom. Skip 2. Could have just copied, pasted. I'm feeling a little manual this evening. Carve out some trees here. Some power in here. Combine those. And I'll just bring it up and over right next to the coal line. Oh. Yeah. Do you have any particular objective with this playthrough? I actually didn't, really. I just wanted to play Factorio again. But I would say that now the objective has become... well, I take that back. Initially, we did have some things that would be cool to do. In that, I guess, they are objectives. Like, we had the idea of this being a spiraling outward base, so that's one challenge, and in doing so there was the other challenge of having kind of like a single or central train line and having them share, which has been interesting so far, and having that come up and around with us. So there's been that, but I guess now our micro goal is what we've been doing here with the science. I would say to try to maximize research speed and science production, which I've never really done before. I've never really played a post-rocket game of Factorio. So this is kind of new to me. I've played to the rocket like 3 times in different generations of Factorio, but I've never played post-rocket, really. So really I'm kind of taking suggestions, kind of just winging it still, but having fun with maximizing stuff and expanding stuff out as we can. I don't mind so much being able to buy some extra stuff for a game that is just visual and doesn't actually affect gameplay. I feel the same way. That way you don't feel like you have to get it, but if you like a game a lot and want to support the dev, it's a non-offensive way to raise extra money. That's like the most moral thing that you could do. And then maybe even go the extra mile and put like people who have pay to win in their own server or something like that. Like that would be fine too, I think. Kind of make a special place just for them. That might work. But yeah, Singe, you're saying, oh my, nice knowing you on hour 1998 of my mega base. We checked earlier, we were on 55, so we're probably on like 56 or 57 now hours of this one, so it's not not that long yet, but yeah. And then let me check my Steam account really quick to see how many hours I have in Factorio here. So Steam says I have 275 hours of Factorio, but I played Factorio for about 100 plus hours on my first playthrough because I had the like a non-Steam version that I had bought like just through their website. And then I don't know what happened with that version, but I just bought it again on Steam. So that's also my tip, my extra money. I bought Factorio a second time at some point. There's the stone coming through. So for wall production, we need to convert those into stone bricks, and that requires the furnaces, if I remember correctly. $50's not much. Not for this one. No, I mean, I think we've made pretty good progress for 50 hours. Double P says, just got back into Factorio, or just got into Factorio, and your factory looks confusing AF. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'd be happy to answer them. I mean, it's a little spaghetti, but we have trains bringing us resources. We have our refineries in giant columns, and then we have our main bus for our main components running down a main vein in the middle of the base. Singe says, stopped using Steam version because the save game sync was getting too big. I mean, that's fair. I noticed that. I've had the game crash on me a couple times. I've also had the issue where sometimes with when you're on like the research screen, the X for the research screen is up here, and I have a habit of like clicking and not like, sometimes I'll hit E, like I'll hit the keyboard key to get it out, but sometimes I'll just like out of reflex, I'll reach up and click. But if you go up another centimeter just off where you can see here, you exit the whole game. I've done that twice on stream before, at least. Anyway, long story short, if the game crashes or if you close it on accident, then you have to wait. You have to wait for the Steam cloud to sync, and that takes forever. Iron Wolf says, wish I knew how many I had before Steam. Didn't need to rebuy it. You could have gotten a Steam key from their site. I actually don't do full screen with my current setup. I've got the window the equivalent size of a full screen, but I've because I'm just so, I mean, I'm not terribly nearsighted, but I'm just so tunnel visioned when I'm playing. I need to have like a chat over to the right side on the same monitor in order for me to see you guys. Tibbs Fox says, I've picked up saved games that I haven't played for a while, and I have to sit and stare at it for a while to figure out what the heck I was thinking. I've done that too, and then I'll look at how ugly it is and I'll start over. Like, I hate my old stuff, even though it's probably just as spaghetti as my current stuff. Double P. What are all the things flying around? Oh, yeah. So, oh, this is a terribly shrill, loud song. Sorry, let's skip this. Those are construction bots. There are construction bots and logic bots. You get to a certain point of automation in the game where you can manufacture these robots, and I'll kind of show you that really quick over here. We're only using 2 assembly machines to make robots, and they're right down here. And then putting them into the system is automated right now too. But you get all the components together. Here's the robot frames. Belting those down here. Here we're making the construction robots, and here we're making the logistic robots. And they're being passed into a roboport, where they are then set free. The roboports make up a network. If you mouse over them, you can see. And in fact, if I go to the map here, the yellow is the roboport network, and you have to put down the roboports, and they can fly between them. They can carry you items, so you can set up logistics, pretty much a grocery list is what I call it, and you can also set up auto trash slots, and the robots will come and bring you the items that you've manufactured, and they'll take away the things you don't want to have in your inventory, like raw minerals and stuff. They'll take them to the right places that you designate with chests. You tell the chest to request certain items, and they'll request it. You can automate a lot. I don't tend to automate too much with the robots. I just hate the idea of like keeping them trapped in a loop of being busy, but they do constantly have tasks that they're doing. And when they're cleaning stuff up, for instance, I've set up Like if you look over here, I've set up some chests to request. These are kind of extra now. But like if I have any extra iron ore in the system, I've set this up to have the robots bring the iron ore here, and then it gets put onto this belt and it gets brought into the main system with the rest of the iron ore. So it just kind of gets cleaned up out of storage, and I've done that with almost all of the raw stuff. Iron Wolf says, that's cool. I use borderless gaming to make the windows the right size to stream with. Kills trim, so there's no close button too. Oh, that's true. When you get too many robots, it kills UPS. Yeah, and that's one reason why I've tried to cut down on using them, and I use belts for everything. Double P says, man, this has a lot to it. I'm only like 5 hours in. Yeah, this map is about 55 hours in, and I've done stuff like stop and talk and things like that, so you could probably get a lot further in 55 hours, but I've put hundreds of hours in this game. It just doesn't end. I love this game. It does end, but it doesn't. Like right now we're on our infinite, like we can just keep researching different productivity and different weapon strengths and follower robot counts, which I've never done before. This will be my first time kind of jumping into like level 7 and above for those. Where's our... Here we are. This is what we were doing. For the walls, stone bricks, electric furnaces. Let's request some more. I know we have some in the system. Let's put them at the bottom here. Let's start with 5. Well, actually, no, let's put them at the top. What am I doing here? 3, 4, 5. So is the goal basically to make sure your lab's assembly machines have everything they need to be researching at all times? Pretty much, yeah, because there's this gigantic research tree to unlock everything. And the ultimate goal is to build a rocket, because the narrative of the game is that you're trapped on this alien planet and you have to industrialize it to like send up a distress beacon or to get off the planet. So you have to build this super expensive rocket silo and all the parts that you need to make rockets. But now I'm in kind of the end game point where you can continue to make rockets and you keep getting white science. You get the space science, and then they're infinite buffs that you can just keep getting. So now the challenge is to try to like just keep increasing my numbers as high as they could possibly go. Let's see, let's move that up. For a resource management game standpoint, it's very in-depth. You can get really nerdy about it, like redstone in Minecraft. Yeah, it's true. Like I've seen some people, like they put cars on belts. Like that's kind of interesting. That's really neat. Or was it Poober that was doing that? Someone was doing that. Maybe not Poober. I don't know. You guys were watching Poober. I don't know if... Anyway. But yeah, no, I've seen some people like putting cars on belts because apparently you can get more throughput if you like load stuff into cars. That's crazy. So we'll get the stone bricks, and then those are going to be brought into wall manufacturing right down here. We'll put the walls on this one. Right. Poober did give you that. So it was Poober that was doing the cars. Cars are also 2 wide hitboxes, more efficient between train tracks. Something for me to explore when I do like crazy stuff later. Let's do... Well, these are going to eat up those stone bricks. 6 might be a little overkill. Let's do 5 of these too. And we'll kind of play this by ear. Okay, so we need more of these. Possibly lots more of these, we'll see. Singe says cars are also. Oh, that was the same message about them being 2 white hitboxes. If you're doing train to train, okay, that makes sense. You can give yourself challenges too, like make the base as small as possible. Adds a lot to the game. I do like the idea of the what is it? The new map type, the ribbon world that you can do. It's keeping up. Okay, kind of. We might need to move this down. In fact, you know what? Now's the time, right? I didn't grab these first. There we go. Put those under there. Done with homework. We've been trying to expand on our science production over in this region of the map. We've got red and green, and we're working on military science, gray science right now. Let's get some more. More roboports out here. Toss the grenades before the robots get there. There we go. We'll do something like that. All right, now we'll do the gray science production down here. We have some room to expand some of these if we need to. What are those RGB things? So these are the labs, but I do have a mod called what is it called? Disco Labs or Disco Research, and all it does is make them glow the color of the type of research that they're doing. Just did that one for fun. So I'm hoping we can have like a huge array up there in a bit, just doing constant research. Yeah, let's bring this down just a bit further. Oh, this doesn't need to be red. Why did I make these red? Let's just take that out of my tray. All right, we'll do right here. And then we'll see how many of these we can get away with. Oop. No. There we go. Double P, thanks for the follow. And we'll put the power on this side. We'll start with that one. Cool. And then we're going to send it back to the left, where we do have this. Let's cross over here nearby. Gotta get to bed. Yeah, hope to see you soon too. I do Factorio on Sundays. On Wednesdays, I do a variety stream. Tibbs Fox, thanks for the follow as well. I do some variety streaming on Wednesday, so I've been playing Resident Evil 2 lately. Just finished that one, so we're going to do something new this Wednesday, so stay tuned. And I also have a Discord if you want to join in there too. I take recommendations there for games and for tips about the games that we're playing, and also you could post your own Factorio stories there too. That would be cool. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Have a good evening. Let's send our military science up that way. Been awesome to have everybody over. Everybody that's joined since, and everyone that was part of Poober's raid again. Thank you, everybody. Let's get the same box treatment going on, even though it's not really working for these right now because they're so concerned with the main bus versions. But I refuse right now to use active provider. Oh, they don't have a RoboPort. That's what that's yelling about. I don't know. I just have an aversion to using active provider chests. Hey, we're all the way up here at Doug's grave. For any of you that are not familiar, Doug was a worm that's been with us since the beginning. When we first came up on this left-hand side over here, we saw this one lone worm. He didn't have a colony or anything, so we named him Doug, and we checked on him every once in a while. Doug is no longer with us. He became a victim of artillery round. The murder train targeted him. Unexpectedly. Now I know better. Oh, Little Odd. How's it going? What's your bad news? Does not reach? Oh. There we go. We're good now. Oh, that still needs power after all. There we go. Oh, you know what? We did talk about bringing these together. 4. These two can go together, and then those two can go together. We'll keep this going straight. Are these red? I guess these are still red. Oh, lovely. Well, let's not get into weird territory today, Little Odd, please. Hang out, have fun. There we go. So we're keeping the same color for these. We can bring these together. And then we can do those groups because this will reach now, right? Yes. Excellent. I kind of like the idea of that, so we'll do that. No promises. Well, I hope. All right, let's see here. We've got these coming up. We'll join the others to it by bringing them over here. Might be a little hard to pull steel off of this, but I mean, it's possible. Just have to use like an underground belt to get to it. No, the more I look at this, the more I'd rather do a 2 wide gap here. So let's do this. Let's keep the 2s. We can bring the 2s together. But here's what I'm thinking. We do something like this. Oh no, keep that blue. There we go. And then we'll bring these two together. And we'll do like this. So that's just a matter of bringing them over one. Oh, but I need to do that like here-ish. Yeah, like that. Cat slacking. He is. He's earned it though. There we go. Straight up there. Right, right, right. Ah, which means that this needs to come over. Keep it 2 wide. Also, where are my belts? You guys are not bringing my groceries because we don't have a RoboPort nearby. There we go. Good. Oh, I was gonna say. Good old grenade construction. No better way. He is a professional pillow warmer. He gets paid quite a bit. He's got free healthcare. He can't ask for more. There we go. That's perfect. So we will do the same here. No, don't rotate that one. Bring it in here. This one. This is going to be a little different. How that works? Well, not really, because it's 4 wide. It's going to look a little wonky here. Like, I think it's still going to look good, but it's just going to be... because we don't have the same number of things on each side. So it's got to come up to here. Emote in memory of Doug. I should. I was just telling everybody I have commissioned some art, and we should have that before too long. I've seen the preliminaries for it, and it looks really cool, and it involves Mr. Miyagi as well, and we should be able to get an emote out of that too, so we'll be able to have one with him. So this is going to come over to the right 2, just like the reds do on the other side. There we go. Except, what are we missing? Oh, we left a gap. I'm so picky. There we go. Yes. Now you come over here. You turn early. You turn here. Much better. Okay, so now you go up 1, you turn here. You turn here. There we go. There we go. It all worked out in the end. So now we take these, run them up. There we go. All this energy, how long can you run? What are these guys? These guys are still waiting on bricks. Bricks are not being made fast enough. We can bring these over. That should work. Perfect match right here on the right. That should help a little bit. Maybe. We'll see if we can increase that. Alright, so we've already made like 600. It's not super fast. We definitely could do some work. This is the start of where we could definitely do better. You're waiting on more walls, of course you are. So the walls really need more. Can you take these? You cannot. So you take speed, which isn't going to help very much. The real... I mean, we can put them in there, but the real delay for them is getting these stone bricks. So let's change this up just a little bit. Cut this off here. In fact, copy this. Paste this here. Just take all this. Priority. Take it away. I guess I'll take those. Turn it around. I'm gonna have to flip these around. There we go. We're going to increase production. Stone bricks. Oh wait, what are we doing here? No. They're going to be placed in the middle. We don't need to bring that over. Alright, so we can bring these... It's a little tight right here. Do we have room? Don't really have room. We can bring this back. It'll come out right there. Split. There we go. Get some power to these. Cool, cool. How are these looking now? They are still gobbling them up. Yeah, you can use other emotes from other channels. I guess some channels may be able to turn that off. I don't really mind. I think it's a great way to express yourself if you have an emote that matches how you feel, even if it comes from another channel. See, we could continue this over a little bit, I think. Maybe get 3 more in here if we do it just right. Bremo, thanks for the follow. That'll still work. Yeah, that works. It's because we added all the speed tech in. I mean, we could do the same for these, probably. Let's look at squeezing some beacons in here. Guess we do it in the middle here. You can get like 4 at a time. Actually, I haven't been looking at the preview over here. Do those emotes show up and pop up on the screen? Are you noticing that happening? Because I had that effect turned on. Alright, let's try to do under and squeeze in beacons here. Thanks for the hype. We get even more speed. So then if we copy this, we can make that happen by taking those out and then pasting it in. Yeah. 2 through 4, and then here's another 4. We have to get these. No, that still didn't land. There we go. Alright, let's move this. That doesn't need to be there. In fact, they have a connection right here. But this is already close to what we want. That's that 4. So we would normally put it a little bit further down. This needs to be here. That needs to be there. Nice. So what's up with these? They're not getting enough stone now. That's great. I mean, that's fine. We've reached the max. That tells us that we're doing something right. These are now producing adequate amounts of walls for what we have over here. So we'll extend this further. I would not call what we have for military science production ridiculous yet, so kind of want to get it to semi-ridiculous level first. So we don't need these anymore. There's a double under by your beacon. Double. What do you mean, Fubaron? Oh, this. Oh, you're right. Double under. Good catch. Good eye. So now we need to increase our input. Maybe I can use, I don't know if a stack inserter would help. That's just gonna gobble them all up. Even a fully saturated belt can't keep up with that. Alright, so we actually would have to do this a little bit differently if we wanted to go crazy with this. I'm going to leave it for right now, but I think what I would do if I were to expand this a little bit is I would make a whole second column. Of course, we'd increase stone a bit, maybe bring in a second belt, but then have a second belt of full stone bricks come off as well. Wow. How far does this go? It's actually still providing enough. Is it using them up? Or is it building up? I think it's building up. Or we may be at... Do we reach equilibrium? No, it's kind of going away. That's fine. What's up? Hello. Hi. Okay, so we're good here. Take out these trees. Oh, that was a really cool fan pattern. Nice. This calls for birds. And there they go. They flock away. Have I fished yet? No, I haven't fished yet. The next bonus stream I do, I specifically will play Red Dead. I want to go back to it. Again, it was my game of the year in 2018. And I got the PC version. We played some mods already. I want to go back to it. I'm kind of waiting for some real killer mods. Like, there's some good ones already, but I'm waiting for, like, I don't know. I don't know what I want yet, but I feel like there's something really good, like, out there, or yet to be made into a Red Dead mod. Let's add some more in here. I took them off some time ago. Let's put them back. Oh, we already have them on. Never mind. Well, hopefully we can get fully saturated belts now. Like, once this is done, it should be. I would hope. Fishing simulator? Like the new one that just came out? Like the Russian fishing simulator? Is that what it's called? I mean, there's a few of them. Is there a mod where you can kill... If there's a mod where you can kill Micah, it's a win in my book. I'm pretty sure there is. I think someone did that first. Yeah, we're gonna need like a second line of stone. I'm not gonna do that right now. Oof. Okay, but we have the backbone of this inn. We have the idea. We're just kind of spacing these out. Oh, hi. You need power. Yeah, currently we're just kind of spacing these out, getting the idea of where they're gonna go. Red Dead? Red Dead is, I mean, it's almost selling it short to call it Grand Theft Auto Wild West. It is that. The controls are very similar, but it has a lot more to it too. Like there's an RPG element to it. Like you can actually increase your stats by being, you know, active. Like running helps your agility, and you can also craft things and cook your own food. It's a survival simulator. Like there's so much more to it than just like Grand Theft Auto style missions, but then there is also that. It's just so good. I didn't even do the crime like missions for the most part. Like there's missions where you can go rob people's houses and stuff. I didn't even do a ton of those. I played like a good guy. Well, I mean, you kind of have to play a bad guy at first. That is kind of almost the same as Grand Theft Auto. It's like you get these missions and there are reasons why you're outlaws, but you don't have to be like an evil person. You could be, you know, kind of a, I mean, at first you're kind of an outlaw, like you're on the run for like robbing, but you can like be robbing from the rich. And, you know, gradually as the story progresses, without spoiling anything, gradually as the story progresses, you're given opportunities to really be good or evil. And it just kind of, and you can play good or evil. The story really takes you in kind of one direction, kind of. But it still plays well even if you're playing an evil person, if that makes sense. Like it's really good. I love the story. I'm glad you liked it too, Little Odd. Alrighty, so the next science is blue science. Let's get rid of this, a good chunk of this rail here, because we're not going to use this right rail anymore. In fact, we'll go ahead and take it from the end all the way down. I don't think we have anything, yeah, we haven't seen anything spawn in here, because we put in enough stuff to keep stuff from spawning, so we're good. Where's the rail end? Not here. There it is. Repair it just for me to pick it up. Oh man, you can't even like see it for the trees. I guess I'll use the deconstruction planner, and then I'll have my robots pick it up along with a bunch of wood. Oh, come on, guys. How many do I have? Could probably hold more construction robots. How many are we allowed? 25? Oh, here they are. Or here's some. "300% enhanced if you listen to cowboy music." This is true. The soundtrack is great already. Like, they got Willie Nelson to do a song. Thank you, guys. Pick up the train track. There we go. I didn't have to run back along the train track. I'd just keep going. Nice. Soundtrack's great. And the voice acting, well, I don't even want to call it voice acting. Like, the acting is great. They did, like, mocap for everything as well, so it's kind of underselling it to just say voice acting. Like, the actual actors did an amazing job. I just need a little bit more time, Arthur. We can go to Tahiti. Yeah, we're going to be bringing this train track up, so we can go and pick this one up too. Feed this back into the system. Cool. All right, so we are nearing midnight, so I'm not going to start on blue science just yet. We have about 6 minutes. I went about an hour later than I was originally planning, which is fine. We've been having a lot of fun, a lot of people hanging out tonight. I think I will go ahead and get the second line of stone started. Oh, nice. Yeah, I haven't seen their YouTube channel. I did get to meet them. Not like face-to-face meet them, but I attended a panel that they did at MomoCon in Atlanta last year, and I got an autographed poster that says, "You're all right, boy." I think I told you about that already, a little odd, but yeah, no, it was really fun. I like those guys. Okay, you're gonna go up. Let's do a balancer here. I'm gonna want to pull some more from here. Oh, we're almost getting everything already. Where's another stone patch? Ooh, way up there, way over here. That little one down here. Do we pull from here? I don't really like that. Plus it's tiny. It's pretty far. Maybe we can optimize this a little bit better. There is a blueprint that I have. Let's see. Cut the power. There's the most optimal mining setup I have ever seen is in here somewhere. There it is. Underground belts. This is the most dense mining operation I've ever seen. Which way does it go? It comes out this way. And I think it's tileable. It's not staying there. Let's see if we can get this in here. How do we tile it? There we go. Can make a conveyor belt that has writing that says offhand games or something. You can do that kind of stuff. The only thing I've done like that in this world is I made a memorial for Doug, the worm. All right, let's see if we can grab where these are coming out at. Wait up. We have to put another one in, I think. There we go. Never met him and miss him. Yeah, we did this. We did a Rip Doug, which looks really cool on the map. Okay, we'll bring this in some. These appear to all come down and out right here. Rotate. There we go. Okay. That should get everything. They'll turn yellow if they're mining and not able to go anywhere. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 outlets. So we need a 7-to-2 balancer. Kind of crazy. Did not think I'd be doing 7-to-2 balance out here in the middle of nowhere, just pulling some stone for military science. Have you ever accidentally hit your Minecraft dog? I have. I have accidentally caused it to run off a cliff. It's nothing quite like that guilty feeling of accidentally hurting your Minecraft dog. Oh, what do we have? Somebody finally doing some damage. Actually down... Oh, up here. I was gonna say. These walls are almost identical. And immediately repaired. Bring some more repair kits up here. They'll make their way up. Okay, let's put this back. We'll put it first. We might use that again soon. Or not soon, but we might use it again. Let's do a 7 to 2. What does that look like? Oh, that's not as bad as I thought it would be. Put that there. Let's upgrade it to blue. We'll just make sure that each of these is feeding in evenly. Could have probably done this the other way. I didn't have this big elbow, but that's fine. Oh, these should come out one. There we go. We're surviving a little too well. The Forest's game I might look... Yeah, I've seen that one. That one in Subnautica. I have had my eye on those. I've never played them. I still haven't played The Forest, but I do like survival games. Particularly if it's done right. Like if it's done well with crafting and everything, which I understand that one has, right? The thing I don't like is if they're just like, well, you're thirsty now, and water's hard to get. Like you have to do that just right. Do I need to make this myself? You guys are taking forever to get down here. Just missing like what? This one and this one. And you guys barely churn anything out. Why not? You're yellow. Oh, I see. This needs to come out here, which apparently that can offload onto, which is weird. Okay, and then this one just has fewer. Subnautica looks really cool. I watched streamer I follow, Northern Lion. I've watched him play a bit of that, and I actually stopped watching just because I didn't want spoilers. So I guess that does tell me that I would like it. So that would probably be a good one. Is that one that you guys would be interested in watching me stream? Because that might be a good one for Wednesday nights. I don't think Factorio is going anywhere anytime soon. I do have this renewed interest in it now that we're post-Rocket. But yeah, I'll totally stream that one if you guys are into it. Let's go up here to the same spot. That goes up one and over and in. We just need these to get filled in. This is almost some pure mood stuff playing right now. Can never really get into 7 days. That'd be awesome if you want to tune in. 7 days was the zombie one, right? Don't remember if I balanced this over here. I had at one point. Oh, this is already a balancer, but just in case. This should help. And now we're going over the hour just a little bit, so we are going to sign off pretty soon. Just wanted to get this stone belt finished here. I want to give a big thank you to Poober. For anyone who's followed me today, if you're still sticking around, stick around for the credits, where I thank you again. But thank you very much for all the follows, for the bits. Iron Wolf, thank you for the follow as well. Again, I stream on Sunday nights and Wednesday nights, and sometimes I do a bonus stream in the middle of the week. That just can happen anytime, so following will help you get notified when I do sign back on. Also, we have the Discord, so if you want to stay in touch or send any messages or suggestions for games or strategies there, you can follow on the Discord. And if you want to check back on anything that I've streamed in the past, you can look at the VODs here. I have them listed as highlights and all in episodes and categorized into groups, but you can also jump over to YouTube and watch them there if you prefer that too. But yeah, Tib Fox, thank you, Tibbs Fox. I think I left the S out of your name twice. Thank you all very much for joining. I appreciate everything. I had a lot of fun too. We're on hour like 60 probably, or near 60 of Factorio now, and so we'll just keep it going because this is a pretty good project here. I like the idea of filling out this continent here with science and making a rainbow science train if we can actually make that efficient. It probably won't be efficient, but I like the idea of it, so we're gonna try it. And as always, I'll see you next time. Have a good night. Bye-bye.